Hey everybody, my name is Ethan Peters. I'm 23 years old and I'm a trans man from Connecticut. And today I am going to be talking about my experience with top surgery. So I had top surgery September 15th of 2016. So that was just 4 months ago. And before I even, went with my surgeon, I was looking around, which is definitely a good idea before you decide with the surgeon. Um, you definitely want to make sure it's somebody that you trust and feel comfortable with and somebody that you have seen, photos with, I would definitely say would definitely be a good idea because you just don't want to regret it after the surgery, especially after knowing you've waited so long to, be able to do this. You don't want to have to regret not being able to take off your shirt when you really have wanted to for so long, you know. So I was looking into surgeons for a while, for months practically, and there were just so many different pictures I was seeing from different surgeons, and a lot of them I didn't really like, and some of them I did. Some of them I really did. However, they were just too expensive or too far away. My insurance wasn't going to cover it, so I had to pay out of pocket. Um, However, in the state of Connecticut, the insurances will actually pay for your top surgery and other, transgender needs. So, which is awesome. Um, so I was looking into surgeons, and I actually went to see one in Yale. However, he didn't have any pictures online, and he didn't have any pictures for me to see when I met with him and had my consultation. Um, he did say he did have a lot of experience, but I just didn't really feel comfortable with him. He didn't make me feel very comfortable, and he didn't really put like a good picture in my head of like what my surgery would look like afterwards, like the scars and all that. And like I knew for a fact I was gonna have a scar afterwards. I just wanted to make sure that the scar wasn't gonna be too bad, and something that I would actually feel comfortable with, walking around with my shirt off, after a while. So yeah, so I was definitely contemplating on him. I kind of was going towards him because of the fact that I couldn't see anybody else in Connecticut, being a surgeon and stuff like that. And then about, I think it was like 2 weeks later, I saw that there was, a couple other surgeons here in Connecticut. One of them was Dr. Delucia, and he runs his business out of Hartford and Farmington, I believe. I believe somewhere else in Connecticut too. I'm not really positive. Maybe it's New York. I'm not sure. But so I decided to make a consultation with him, and right off the bat, such a nice guy. He, made me feel extremely comfortable. He joked with me, talked to me, and then, he didn't have pictures of the surgery, and I couldn't find any online, and that's what I said to him, and he said that he can, talk to some of his past people that he's done surgeries with, and see if they would, allow him to show me a picture and so on. However, during my consultation with him, he, had me take my shirt off and, was showing me exactly how my surgery would look. He was, moving my chest around and, pressing it up against my chest and saying, just imagine your chest like this, showing me where my nipple would be and just saying, just imagining it a little bit flatter than that. And, the way he was pressing it up against my chest, it already looked a lot flatter. And he was like, just imagine it being flatter than that. It's not going to look like, a flat, board. You're going to look like you have pecs. And, with him, explaining it to me and then, showing me, what size my nipples would look like and so on and so forth, made me feel so much more comfortable with him because, he gave me a picture in my head. And he showed me exactly how he was going to have the scar, which I felt very comfortable with. And so I decided that day I was going to go with him automatically. And he actually had a really great price for anybody that actually doesn't have the coverage from their insurance. He had a very good price. He did tell me that I was the first person in Connecticut that he actually had to have pay out of pocket because all the insurances would actually pay for it. So I was like, oh wow, that's pretty crazy. I'm not sure if, if this was his normal price, out of pocket. I think he said that he based it off of what my chest actually looked like, the size and how much he had to take out and all that. But it was just like about $5,000 something um, for them to do the top surgery, and that included the anesthesia fee, hospital fee, all that. Um, and so it definitely wasn't that bad, especially compared to Yale. Yale was like $9,000 something, and he didn't even make me feel comfortable with going with him or anything like that. Um, so I definitely went with him, and his name is Dr. Orlando Delucia, and every single time I saw him, he was such a great guy. So when I went through my experience with the hospital, right before the surgery, he came in, he used a marker and marked up everything on my chest, and was joking around with me and my mom, making my mom feel comfortable, with all this, and he definitely made sure that I was comfortable there at the hospital and so on. So I was definitely very happy. After the surgery, when I woke up, I was definitely in a lot of pain. Every movement I made, it just felt like my chest was like moving around. Like every single jump was like my chest was going up and then like dropping back down. So especially like in a car, horrible. So definitely beware of that if you are planning on having top surgery. In a car, every single bump is definitely gonna hurt. So yeah. So after, I think it was like after 4 weeks, I was able to take off the bandage, and all that, and be able to just walk around without the compression vest. Because he did have me wear a compression vest for 4 weeks straight. Um, After, I believe, 2 weeks, he said that I can just wear it for half of the day, either during the day or during the night. I decided to wear it during the night so I can walk around, you know, without it on. But I still had to use, padding to put on, my nipples because of the fact that I got to make sure that, it didn't get an infection or anything like that. But it was definitely an experience that I was very happy with because of the fact that I was finally going to be feeling free in my own skin. You know, so I figured I might as well show you guys what my chest looks like. So this is what my chest looks like. So my scar goes like this. He measured out my nipples, and he said it was going to be, I believe, the size of this. So, just like imagine that size, and that's like what the size was. I do not have sensation in my nipples at all. So like if someone were to touch it, I wouldn't even notice unless I actually saw them touching it, or unless they're like poking it like really hard, because then I can like feel them like digging in pretty much. Certain areas like over here, I can't really feel. But like if I touch right here, it feels like I am touching this general area. So like, it's weird. But yeah, they say that you can get some sensation back. You're definitely not going to get full sensation back. And sometimes you might not get any sensation back in your nipples. But I was aware of it, and I was okay with it. It's fine. So yeah, this is what my chest looks like. It's a little hairy from testosterone and all that, but you guys can barely see it. Hopefully down the road you'll be able to. But yeah, this is my scar. This is pretty much how it's gonna look for the rest of my life. It'll probably go down a lot more because it's still a little thick. And with treatment on it and stuff like that, like vitamin E or whatever you decide to use on it, it might make it less visible down the road. So yeah, that is my chest. I am so happy with the results. I think it looks really great, especially compared to some of the surgeries that I've seen, pictures and so on. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. I would definitely refer Dr. Delucia if you're, in Connecticut or nearby Connecticut. Definitely go with him. Uh, the surgery was not that expensive, and he's a very nice guy. Makes you feel extremely comfortable, and he did a really great job. So, yeah, and if you guys have any questions about the surgery or anything else, definitely comment, like my video, and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting more videos down the road. So, thank you. And my name is Ethan Peters. I'm 23 years old, and I'm a trans man from Connecticut.